We are back from Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Just wrapped a busy day three, the third day of group play. 60 pool play games are in the books. Today is where the rubber meets the road. Our first direct entries directly to the quarterfinals, and also our first entries into the last 16. Half of that field is set. The other half will be solidified by the end of business tomorrow. So many ups and downs, so many swings, including the final game of the day. Japan outlasted Mongolia. The Mongolian ladies will play tomorrow. But, Boz, man, we had great weather. We had some big time guests come and check out the action. And, man, did we have some games.
Man, did we have some games. I'm going to start off by mentioning Hungary. They came into the day 0-2, kind of looked like a little bit soft, right? They played slow. They couldn't score. They defeated Australia in a nail-biter. 3x3 legend Claudia Pop hitting a 2 to get that game on ice. Then they played Powerhouse Canada. This is one of the biggest 3x3 teams ever. And they managed to take them down. A gritty 16-14 victory. Claudia Pop again with 5. But I want to shout out Manyoki, who had 6. Her individual creation is what got the job done down the end. What did you think about the men's games?
Well, for me, the main topic in the men's conversation has got to be Switzerland. You'd be lying if you told me you expected them to take that 1 seed in that group straight to the quarterfinals with the Netherlands, with Lithuania, who, by the way, will not be playing on. Lithuania, who medaled at the Olympics, medaled at the last World Cup, medaled at the last Europe Cup. They will not be playing on in this competition. Shout out to Switzerland. Jonathan Dubas and company. Kadazi really got into his game. The Swiss take the 1 seed with big wins over Lithuania and the Netherlands. I know you didn't see that coming.
No, not at all. Look, they rebounded very, very well, and credits to the Swiss. I want to mention one of the players from that pool, though. Dwayne Loche Ogunleye. I'm going to call him D'Lo from now on because that is a difficult name for me to pronounce, but the man was on one. He showed us all kinds of creation, all levels of the court. He went to the basket, created contact, had some nifty moves, made sure to finish his shots. He was good from range as well. Take a look at this one. With the contact, didn't get the call. From the Enlio logo, D'Lo, 9 points in a loss to Lithuania. Then Great Britain was out. They had to play Spain, though. He came with all the pride. 12 points in a 2-point win over Spain, throwing that whole pool upside down. That's a Britain step. That's not a Euro step. Well, they're in Europe.
No, he was special. And it ain't just his mama saying it. In fact, his mama even gave us a shout out. She said, "Thank you for showing my son love." I said, he earned it.
Yeah,
with plays like this.
He went out with a bang, scored 21 points on the day, 40 total. He was incredible. Now, I want to get your thoughts. Who's your women's player?
Come on, we got to stick with the Gangaroos. Undefeated, Allie Wilson. That combination, Wilson with the Wilson, over 8 points per game. She has been going crazy throughout this tournament, shooting better than 50% from beyond the 2-point arc, leading the Gangaroos directly to the quarterfinals with a 4-0 record. I think she's the most aggressive offensive player in the women's competition. And Boz, she's got it all like Walmart. Outside game, inside game, aggressive team leader. Joined the team about 3 years ago. She's got a couple of MVPs at the Asia Cup, but you can see her body of work. I haven't seen any individual player that has a chance stopping her. Obviously, this highlights against a much smaller Madagascar team, but she had it her way. She's got great footwork, and she's looking strong, as are the Gangaroos heading into the quarters.
Man, her aggressiveness really set the tone for this Australia team. Her attacking the basket created some looks for her teammates, but also opened up the floor for her to start hitting shots from long range. I like her finishing ability. Man, Allie Wilson had it all today. They needed her in that victory over Italy because that was only a 2-point victory. Italy played very well in that one.
The Gangaroos ain't nothing but a gangster party. We'll see them in the quarterfinals, but we still got one more day of group play remaining to solidify those elimination rounds. Games to watch, day 4. We got some blockbusters on deck that people need to make sure they check out, right?
We still have to settle all of these pools with the ones we selected for you. Japan and the United States on the women end. They're both undefeated. That's going to be a clash of styles. USA, big, strong, physical. Japan is very fast. They shoot a lot of twos. Serbia and Germany on the men's end. Germany actually leading that pool after a Serbia loss in the first day of pool play for them. Then Puerto Rico, Canada. This game is going to matter because it's going to come down to third, maybe second place in pool, whoever wins that game. And I like both their offenses so far in the tournament. And then on the women's end, of course, an all-timer. Spain and Germany in a rematch of the Olympic final. Wow, that's going to be a clash for sure.
Classic clash of European powers. If you thought today was good, man, wait until you see tomorrow. Any teams that you're concerned about heading into that last day of group play?
France men.
Oh yeah, 0-2.
France men, they're
Yep,
down
yep.
0-2. I didn't expect that coming in. They're one of the top 5 teams going into this tournament. We thought we'd be favored to maybe jump onto the podium. Now they're 0-2. They got 2 games coming, Canada and China. Both Canada and China have looked really good, and France has looked disheveled. They have not found the creation. They have not found the chemistry on the squad. They have not found each other. They're missing a connective piece. I'm looking at Frank Segela.
Yeah.
Former number 1 player in the world. Just a few weeks ago, he was still the number 1 player in the world. He's at 3 points per game in the tournament. He is not passing. He's not hitting his shots. He's looking slow. I'm a little bit worried about France.
I'll tell you the team that I'm worried about in the men's competition is Austria. Losing Matthias Lenortner suffered a devastating knee injury yesterday. They won't have his services on an Austrian team that is already struggling. So if it's any team that I'm worried about beyond France in the men's competition, it's Austria. How about a women's team?
I don't know. There's a lot of women's teams you can pick from here. I'm just waiting for the results for tomorrow. We'll come into the day with some good stuff about those women's teams. Look, I don't know what team to pick. There's so many.
Yeah, but listen, join us tomorrow at 11 a.m. as the storylines continue to unfold and we head towards the elimination rounds. It's going down majorly here in Ulaanbaatar. We're going to say goodbye for now. Thank you for watching 3x3 Overtime. For Boz Rosendahl, I'm Kyle Montgomery. We leave you with some of the top plays of day 3. See you tomorrow.